Hello and a very warm welcome to Turkmenistan and our continuing coverage of the AFC Champions League. Ahal versus Al Ain is our offering today. It's from Group A, which is in the West region, and it comes to you live from the Ashgabat Multisport Stadium here in Turkmenistan. Now, the scenario with the group is as you see there. So Al Ain have already qualified. They're guaranteed to make the last 16. Ahal propping up the group. It's all about pride for them today. They made their Champions League debut last season, but finished bottom of the group, just a solitary win from their 6 matches. They're trying to go one better, and there's a decent crowd in here to try and see them do it. Certainly haven't lacked for home support in their campaign so far, which all started off so well back in September. They beat Al Fail 1-0 on match day 1, but they've only got 1 point since. That was in a 1-1 draw at home to Paktakor a month ago. Could have been so much better, actually. They conceded a 96th minute equaliser in that match. They lost the reverse fixture against Al Ain 4-2 on match day 2 in October. And one of the main problems for coach Serdar Geldiev has been a pretty porous defence. They've conceded 11 times so far in their 5 matches today and only scored 5. Totally different story, of course, for Al Ain. I mentioned they've already qualified. They've won 4 of their 5 games so far. The only loss was 3-1 at home to Paktakor last week, and that was when they knew they'd already qualified. They had a weakened team, and I have to say, Coach Hernan Crespo's not picked a full-strength side today either, and that's understandable when you consider that they're currently 2nd in the United Arab Emirates Pro League. They've won 6 and drawn 2 of the first 8 games, so league is a huge priority for Crespo, and with last 16 progress already assured, doesn't necessarily want to risk any of his big names. It is a feature of this club here, Ahal, that a lot of their supporters come in identical outfits, and there you see it can be just a little bit imposing, although Al Ain, despite not being at full strength, do have some experienced players in their ranks. 9 changes, in fact, Hernan Crespo has made from the team that played against Paktakor last week, but such is the strength in depth of the Argentinian manager's squad that he can afford to do that and give some of his lesser lights a chance in the spotlight. Ahal, actually, it's a great story. They were only founded in the late 1980s. Originally, they actually played in the 2nd tier of the Soviet League. First top-flight season was in the early 90s, but it wasn't until last term they won their first ever title. They've been runners-up 6 times since 2014, and by winning that championship, they broke Ultin Asia's 8-year stranglehold on the domestic title. I think probably, though, with the group that they had, alongside the likes of Al Fayha and Paktakor, they might be just a little disappointed. Not necessarily because they haven't qualified, but I think they'd have expected to be a little more competitive than has been the case. In all competitions, though, Ahal are unbeaten in their last 4 at home. So hope springs eternal that they can sign off with a victory. They're currently 5th after 18 matches in their domestic league. They beat Energetic 3-1 at home on Saturday, but they are so far off the pace. 31 points behind Arkadag, who've actually won all 19 of their league games so far this season. It's a phenomenal story. I would imagine we'll be seeing them in the AFC Champions League next season. Al Ain, of course, are the most successful side from the United Arab Emirates in the history of this competition. They're the only side to have won the Champions League. In fact, that was back in 2003. And they've also been beaten finalists twice, 2005 and 2016. And of course, they also got to the final of the FIFA Club World Cup back in 2018, where they lost to Real Madrid. In fact, it's their 19th season in the AFC Champions League. It's a stunning record of achievement, aside from the UAE. Well, the music tells you that the AFC banner, followed by the officials and players, will be making their way onto the playing surface very shortly, just waiting for the signal. And here they come. Just a reminder of how this competition works. So the 10 group winners, along with the 3 best runners-up from each of the 2 zones, East and West, book their places in the knockout stage, and that runs from February to April next year. A 2-legged Champions League final in May. Be a good chance to see some of the lesser lights in the Al Ain squad today. They will start favourites just purely because they are top of the group and Ahal are anchored to the bottom of it, but it might be a little more competitive than the bare statistic of the group table might suggest. The main man to watch for in the Ahal side is the number 10 there, Elman Tagiev, who is the captain. And he's hoping to wrap up the campaign with another fine display. He's got 2 goals in his last 2 games in the Champions League. The man in charge tonight is Kim Jong-hyuk from Korea Republic. We do have VAR in operation. It's the first time we've used VAR in the group stage of the AFC Champions League, and we have a couple of Koreans looking at the technology for you. There they are. There's Tagiev on the left-hand side. On the right, the goalkeeper for Al Ain, the skipper Khalid Al-Mesmari, who's, well, something of a legend here. He's been at the club for more than a decade. Well, as I mentioned, 9 changes from the Al Ain side that lost to Paktakor 7 days ago. A couple of names to watch for, though. The teenager, Josna Lulendo, number 99. He's only 19, but he has a burgeoning reputation. And Palacios, number 20, he's only a couple of years older. An Argentinian midfielder of whom great things are also expected in the years to come. You'll note there also that only 7 substitutes named by Al Ain boss Hernan Crespo. Referee just waiting for the clock to tick round to the official kickoff time. Excellent atmosphere inside the stadium here, even though technically it's a dead rubber. A lot of these players with something to prove on both sides. Al Ain men trying to impress the boss. Ahal trying to finish a disappointing campaign with a flourish. So away we go with Al Ain in the dark strip. They're attacking the goal away to our left in the first half. And Ahal, who, as I mentioned, need to tighten up defensively because they have leaked goals, and against a free-scoring Al Ain side, that could potentially cause them some problems. Waiting on this near side is Gurbanov. Play right wing back. More right wing than where he is at the moment. There's Serdar Geldiev, who's just 36 years of age, the Ahal coach. Actually had 2 spells here as a midfielder in his playing days and won a couple of titles. Roger Mamedov trying to make some progress, but it was checked fairly quickly. Sorted out by Basimov. There's the legendary Hernan Crespo. What a stellar career he had. He only arrived as coach here a couple of weeks ago. Won the treble and got to a Champions League semi-final with Al Duel last season. '64 caps he won in a decorated professional career across Europe. This is Xhaka, one of the 2 survivors from the team that played last week. Mohamed Abbas, the midfield, is the other one. That was Barman. Oton. And now Al-Boulouchi. You'd expect potentially that Al Ain would have the lion's share of possession, although not if their passing's as inaccurate as that. No foul. Despite the look that Omar Atzili gave the official, the Israeli midfielder absolutely convinced he was shoved in the back and he maybe had a case. Here's Oton, the Ivorian-born fullback, who's now a fully fledged UAE citizen. Al-Boulouchi. Did well to win that header, Basimov, under pressure from Lelendo. Oton. Now Xhaka, who's been at the club for 4 years, but he's only made 30-odd appearances in the league. Just hasn't managed to nail down a permanent spot in the starting 11. First touch for Rustem Aliyev in the Ahal goal. It was well stolen, and here's Abbas. Header from Abdurrahmanov, and they've done well to get themselves out of a little confined area there, Ahal. And now Gurbanov, who is quick and likes to get down this right flank at every possible opportunity. Here he is again. You hear the noise level rise in the crowd, but that's just catching practice for Anas Mari. Only Lelendo waiting in the middle. He's still waiting. Not really a problem for the goalkeeper to deal with that. Only 21, Rustem Aliyev. It's his first professional club. He joined 3 years ago. Shot was from Atzili. Israeli international. Well, the crowd don't like it, but that was a clear foul, and just a calm down message from referee Kim Jong-hyuk. Still trying to run that off, Oton. It looks a painful one. I don't think he necessarily wants the ball straight away, but he's got it anyway. First time volley from Ablushi. Another poor challenge, and it's going to be a yellow card this time for Lulendo. Referee deciding he had to take a stand at some point. So the 19-year-old is in the book, Lulendo. Congolese striker, it's his first professional club. He is a youth international already. It was a poor challenge, and understandable. Certainly hurt why the man went down. Not going to try a shot, surely. Well, might have worked in a different code. It would have been 3 points in rugby union, but that was well, the height of optimism from Gerbanov. It was way over the top. They do like to play it short from the back, Alain. Was the case before Hernan Crespo arrived, and I don't think he's going to change anything in that regard. A couple of Ahal players went sprawling. Nothing untoward though. We'll have one eye, Ahal, on the match between Pat Takura and Alfea being played at the same time, because if Ahal do win here, they could overtake Alfea depending on the result of that match. No one wants to finish bottom of the group. They still have a chance to come third. Here's Shaka. Calm under pressure, Al-Nasari, the Alain goalkeeper. Mentioned he'd been here for more than a decade. He's well over 200 league appearances for Alain. Tagayev looking interested, but safely back with the keeper. So 10 minutes gone, no score here in Ashgabat. Alain maybe with the first genuine attack here, but that's run harmlessly out of play for a goal kick. It's looked lively though, Omar Atzili in the early stages. Played in his home country in Israel until June, when he arrived here on a 3-year deal on a reported salary of $2 million a year US. beaten to it that time, but he's got it back now at Zilli. And then gave it away. Headed back by Juma. Lost it in a dangerous area, and Al Ain might be in. The cross was half blocked, and the referee has given a penalty. It must have hit a hand, because straight away Kim Jong-hyuk pointed to the spot there in a very decisive manner. It will be checked on VAR. Let's have a look. That was the moment. You could see there were appeals from several of the Al Ain players. And Rahimi is ready, almost, to take this spot kick. Out of nothing, the first serious attack from Al Ain. And it's all down to Rustem Aliyev from an Ahal point of view. Crowd don't like it, they were never going to. And the referee's going to say to the young keeper, you've got to stay on the line, you can move along it, but you can't come off it, otherwise it'll be a retake. And we had one of those last week in the AFC Champions League. That's fine what he's doing now, but he can't come off that line. So Soufiane Rahami trying to add to the 3 goals he's already scored in the Champions League this season. And Rahami buries it very neatly into the corner. And Al Ain lead with only 12 minutes gone here in Ashgabat. Didn't take long to check that it was indeed a hand that made contact with the ball. And Rahimi exacting full punishment on the side from the UAE, already in front. Rahimi's 7th of the campaign, and as I mentioned, 4th in this competition for the Moroccan. Even if Aliyev had gone the right way, I don't think he'd have got near that. It was right in the corner. So now a real test of Ahal's mental strength, see whether they can come back from the disappointment of losing that early goal, as Mesmari spectacularly clears from outside his area. I think they feel they've got a point to prove, the Al Ain players, as most of them weren't selected for the defeat last week. Meanwhile, Al Ain making a bit of a meal of clearing that until eventually Juma got it away. Just starting to get a hold on proceedings, you sense, Al Ain. Rahimi was dispossessed, but he has won a throw, the goal scorer. Held up momentarily by Aliyev. Well, collision might have actually given a chance for Lelendo there to Ahal players colliding with each other. They got away with it, just about. And here's Al-Bouchi. Already 63% of possession to the visiting side. not a surprise, bearing in mind the respective pedigrees of these two teams. That was a great ball from Rahimi. Now Lelendo. Referee had a look, so that was a fair challenge. Taguiev chasing, but was always second favourite. Sorted out by Oton. It's going to be an Al Ain ball. Will be fascinating to see what Hernan Crespo brings to Al Ain. I mentioned the success he had with El Duel. Really is something of a coup for Al Ain to have signed the Argentinian as their new coach. That's a terrific ball to get that Zilli in. Not a bad cross either. And he completely miscued the header, Lelendo. I think he just got a very faint touch. Decent chance. Good work from that Zilli out wide. And the Congolese unable to take advantage of his teammates' excellent approach play. Oh, that was so dangerous. How lucky was Rustem Aliyev there? Wow, he nearly made an absolute present of that for Mohamed Abbas, just to tap it into an empty net. Heart must have been in his mouth, and the supporters likewise. Meanwhile, here's something for Diniev to chase, but he didn't really have a look like getting there. Interesting to see Diniev playing a little more centrally than I've seen him in this competition previously. He's normally been stuck out wide left, not really seen him come inside and offer an option centrally. Well, that's going to be a free kick. No question, that was a very clumsy challenge. And the referee absolutely perfectly placed to see it. Right through the back of Galdiev. Al Ain have everyone back to defend this free kick, which it looks like Aliyev is going to take. On the right, or the correct side for the right-footed player. Taguiev is there as well, be one of the two. Will be Taguiev. He didn't quite get the height he wanted, with three defenders almost queuing up to head that away. And that's going to be a free kick the other way. Pressure relieved for Al Ain with 20 minutes gone here in Ashgabat. 1-0 the visitors lead, thanks to Rahimi's 12th minute penalty. Well, one in the air by Geldiev. But they could be in trouble again here, Ahal. He's had a lot of the ball, actually, on that far side. He's got it back again. Took two defenders to dispossess him. And now maybe Ahal can bring it away. At least in this attack, they do have players forward. This is Diniev. Nice play by Umarov. Maybe just took on one too many. It's good advantage played by the official. Here's Rahimi. You can see what he was trying to do. Never looked like reaching his target, though. Gumbanov. That's Rahimi again. He's been very busy in the, I was going to say the opening exchanges, but we're approaching the midway point of the first half here. Well, ball stayed in play. I think some of the Al Ain players actually stopped there, thinking it had gone out for a throw. And the referee had a good look and said there was no foul, despite the fact that Rahimi was left on the deck, beseeching the official to give him the decision. All the way back from Roger Mamedov. Gurbanov. Umarov. It's been one of the problems in this first half so far. They just can't keep the ball when they've got it. Ahal. Whacked away by Rahimi. It's actually a good ball for Atzili. Taking on the defender again. It wasn't the worst cross. And a very good stop from Aliyev. Prevents Al Ain scoring a second. Did well, the goalkeeper there. They were certainly caught short defensively. No one at all at the far post. And Aliyev with a fine and important stop to deny Rahimi his second goal of the game. Trying to take a little bit of the heat out of the game here, Al Ain. And then an uncharacteristic long ball. Was that a nudge? The referee had a look, said that Rahimi went down a bit too easily. Melendo. Now a blue sheet. Back for Abbas, who was rather the meat in the sandwich, but again, the official deemed that a fair challenge. Well, that was really awkward, and fortunately for Geldiev, he was saved by the assistant official's flag on the far side, as he didn't deal with it particularly well. It was one of those horrible bouncing balls where Seemed to just have no pace on it. Another look. Yeah, he completely missed it, just flicked off the back of his head, but fortunately for him, there was an infringement. Abdurrahmanov, good work from him, and he will get a corner. Thought he might have got the last touch, but it came off the full-back. So a first corner of the game to either side, 26 minutes in. So finally, Al Mesmari might have some work to do, not been required to make a save of any significance so far. Aniyev will take. Driven in, but too much on it. I mentioned Al Ain made 9 changes from last week. Ahal actually playing exactly the same 11 as 7 days ago. It was intended as a cross, but the angle was slightly wrong and it was too high. Just about cleared away in time by Mesmari. One back by Geldiev, though. Here's Gurbanov. He's got a trick or two, the right wing back. Nicely done for Hoджамамедов. Too high, though. But better from Ahal. Much more impressive build-up in that move. Tagiev. Well, it was only a half chance, to be fair to him. Defender was very close to him and he couldn't get the header on target. I don't think heading is his biggest strength. The skipper. Just their second shot of the match, the away side. Crespo not impressed at the way his team have given the ball away cheaply again. That will be a corner. So Aniyev will deliver again, or go short, just to change the angle. If that was a pre-rehearsed routine, quite come off. Miscued shot from Basimov, and now there could be a break on. The keeper has to get there, he stays back. Look at the defenders trying to get with Atzili, still going. The angle was slightly against him, that's another penalty. And the referee was perfectly placed to see it. Rahimi went down, clearly a poor challenge. And it's going to be a second spot kick when Rahimi recovers for Al Ain. Hopefully he'll be able to recover to take it. It was a thunderous challenge. It was Atzili initially who made the break. Keeper got there and the foul was from Basimov. And it speaks volumes, he didn't even raise a paw in opposition to the referee's decision. It was so obvious. Nowhere near the ball, Just a little naivety, really. Well, it looks like they are going to change the penalty taker. I think Omar Atzili has picked up the football. Yes, he has. Has never scored for Al Ain since he joined in June. Here's a great chance to open his account for the club. Aliyev sent the wrong way with the first penalty. Will Atzili go the same way? Two-0 it is. It's his first goal in Al Ain colours, and this is becoming business as usual really now for Al Ain. Some kind of a message for somebody. Well, they're clearly enjoying themselves. They have been, by some margin, the better team. There's been the odd scare at the other end, but two penalty kicks, the first from Rahimi, and now Omar Atzili doubling the advantage. Pretty much straight down the middle. Well, if you're sure the goalkeeper's going to commit, that's a pretty good technique. Probably watched what Aliyev did on the first penalty that Rahimi scored. Quite clever, if that was the case. Either way, 2-0 it is. And there might be more to come. Lendo laid it off. Well, the referee might give a free kick, but it's turned out an advantage for Ahal here. It's going to come in midfield there for Umarov. Abdurrahmanov ran straight into trouble. Abbas rather telegraphed the pass. It's well read by Basimov. Certainly can't criticise Ahal's effort, but they've just been rather outclassed by the team from the UAE. That's nicely played, out from the back. Charging forward now is Geldiev. Oh, the cross came a long way across. Tagev must score here. He has. And they're back in it at 2-1. It was an absolute gift for the Ahal number 10. Didn't see that coming. Really poor defending. Tagiev's third goal in as many matches. And the skipper has given the home team some hope here. Really poor goal to give away from an Al Ain point of view. Two defenders culpable. Gotta wonder what both Al-Blushi and Otom were doing. I don't think Tagiev could believe his luck. Abdurrahmanov's cross, and it came gift-wrapped. Well, looks like, are they waiting for a VAR decision here? Doesn't seem to be any issues with it. They were not. So 2-1 it is. And we've got exactly 9 minutes left of normal time in the first half, plus whatever there will be to add on. Well, they've got the bit between their teeth now, Ahal. That was a foul, wasn't it? Referee says no. They look very suspicious. I think it might have got away with one there. Soyanov. What a ball that is. Magnificent. Unfortunately, Abduramanov rather squandered the opportunity. Say fortunately, or unfortunately for Ahal, because at the moment, Al Ain just look a little unnerved. I think conceding that goal, especially the manner of it, has rattled them a little bit. Might just have to regroup momentarily here. The away team cleared away by Mari. And they're not exactly rushing, are they, to take this free kick? The flag has stayed down here, now it's gone up. It did look offside, Rahimi. Looks like he's completely shaken off the effects of that challenge that led to the second panel, because it was a real roughhouse challenge. Clearly you can see Rahimi had gone early. Rahimi's done well. He's got past the fullback. Still going. It's not going to get a penalty for that. Aniyev. Bazimov. Showing a decent turn of foot. Well, something's happened off the ball here. Or at least one of the Al Ain players is trying to persuade the referee that it has. Seemed to me he went down pretty easily. There was a brief coming together. That was the initial challenge. Mohamed Abbas reckons he's taken a bang in the face. It's one for the referee to sort out. Honestly don't think that the Ahal man did too much. But Abbas is continuing to get treatment here. Remains to be seen exactly how serious or not this injury is. Got to say, he's been played in a pretty good spirit up to this point. But this might just produce a little bit of an edge. Well, he's back up, Abbas. I don't think any cards have been shown. And we're back in play. He wants to come back on, waiting for the signal from the official. Oh, a few crunching challenges going in, but the advantage has been played here. Oh, poor ball. But it somehow worked, and here's a great chance. Good cover. Really good cover. From the centre-half coming across. Don't think the ball through to Palacios was the intended target. Meanwhile, there might be something at the other end. Off the line. Cleared away by Xhaka. Well, we could have had a goal at either end in the space of about 15 seconds. We've also got a player down. A dramatic end to the first half. Just couldn't get enough of a touch on it, Abdurrahmanov. And Mohamed Xhaka with a very timely clearance off the goal line. Not quite sure who that is, but he stayed down for a long time. It's Lolendo, the youngster. He did very well, actually, because he got clattered once he'd released the pass. That was the ball that set up the chance for Abdurrahmanov. Keeper did well because he just got in the attacker's face there. He actually made no contact. That was a great opportunity. Just needed any kind of a touch. Well, who knows how much stoppage time going to be added here. Only got a few seconds left of the 45, but the last 6 or 7 minutes have been punctuated with injuries and physios coming on. Had the brief VAR check for the Ahal goal as well. We're about to find out because we've played the 45 minutes. Got to be 5 or 6, you'd think. Yeah, 6 minutes to add. So still time for Ahal to get themselves a leveller, which has looked more likely in the last few minutes, because early on they hardly had a sniff of goal. And just lately, Al Ain have looked a little vulnerable, to say the least. Here's Gurbanov. Hooked away by Juma. Abdurrahmanov. That's out. Should be a goal kick. Well, they've lost it in a very dangerous area again, Al Ain. 2 or 3 times now they've done that. I don't think Hernan Crespo will be overly impressed. Might have a few words to say in the upcoming half-time break. Meanwhile, here's Rahimi. It's out of play. This is Basimov. Free kick. You see they're pressing a lot more, Ahal, when Al Ain have the ball than they were in the first maybe half an hour or so. Clearly a change that's been instigated by coach Serdar Geldiev. I'm going to say it's worked, because they do look at a lot more competitive now than they did in the early stages of the half. Clearance only found Gurbanov. Diniev looked towards the assistant, who just kept his flag down. The referee was never going to intervene. He had a much further viewing distance than the assistant. Little touch by Umarov. Now, what's the referee going to give here? Nothing. So just over a minute left of stoppage time at the end of the first half here. Easily cut out by Abdurrahmanov. Uton, chipped forward by Xhaka. Double cover though and headed back to his keeper by Bazimov. Might just be time for one more attack if they can get it forward, but it wasn't the pass that Gerbanov was looking for. Well, that is half-time here in Ashgabat. A dramatic opening period. 2 penalties for Al Ain. The first converted by Rahimi, 13 minutes in. Atzili just as deadly from the spot, just past the half hour. And at that stage, it was all Al Ain. But out of nothing, really, a defensive error gifted Elman Tagayev a goal back for Ahal. And that's why at the break, it's Ahal 1, Al Ain 2. Well, a warm welcome back to the Ashgabat Multisport Stadium, where we are just about set for the continuation of what's been a fascinating game between these two teams. Might be a dead rubber, but been very competitive, very hard fought. Referee just waiting for the clock to tick round to the official kickoff time, start the match again. So away we go. If you've just joined us, Ahal are in white and they're attacking the goal away to our left in the second half. And straight away, Alain trying to get forward, but that wasn't a ball that Abbas could do anything with. Rashanov is on for Umarov, as you can see there. Been almost permanently used as a substitute, Rashanov. A straight swap in the middle of midfield. Abduramanov needs a runner, and he found a willing one in Diniev, but he couldn't keep it. Nicely done by Abduramanov. He's had a good game, the number 30. His cross that led to the Ahal goal, scored by Tagiev. Again, they like to go short from the back, and they're being pressed a lot more than they were initially. That time it was Diniev applying the pressure. Boy, did well to win the header. Fortunately for Alain, Juma was back there covering. And now Palacios, setting Lulendo away. Brahimi nearly found its way to Atzili. He was lurking with intent at the far post. Still get the impression that Ahal will find a few chances in this second half. Anayev to be able to get the ball away. And the attentions of Shaka. Wide by Bazimov. Two waiting if Gerbanov can deliver here. He tried to win the corner. Defender wasn't buying the dummy. Oh, that wasn't a bad ball. It needed cutting out. Good work from Shaka. He had two behind him in white. And they keep the pressure on. It's an Ahal ball. Still can't really get it away. In the end, Juma poked a foot at it. But this is a positive start at the beginning of the second period from the home team. Game being played predominantly in Al Ain territory. Possession is almost dead level, 51-49 in favour of the hosts. That's a terrific ball. Now Gurbanov, can he find a cross this time? Just had to wait for reinforcements to arrive, and then the delivery just didn't have the required depth on it. Pressure kept on though, Basimov won it back. Gurbanov again, that's better ball, and that will be a corner kick. Juma dealt with it at the near post. So Tagiev, the skipper, the Ahal goal scorer, will take this corner. And plenty of big men to aim at, including Basinov and Soyunov. Two centre-halves are both up. High and hanging, and a great leap by Shaka to get it clear, albeit not very far. Basimov rather tripped over the ball. And now there's a break on for Al Ain. It's Atzili with options both sides. Didn't get it right. Golden opportunity there. He was trying to find Rahimi. Could have gone to his left or right. This is Ravshanov, the substitute. Nice nutmeg by Tagiev, but he couldn't keep the ball. Was out. Just a little discussion between Basimov and Rahimi. Looked friendly enough. Belendo. Trying to get round the back. Still got it. Header wasn't a great one, nor was the volley follow-up though. And in the end, harmlessly out for a throw. Just about the first time that Al Ain have threatened the Ahal goal since the restart. Went past everybody. Viniev kept it in, but only presented it back to his opponents, and there was a little tug there, so it'll be a free kick for Al Ain. Should be the keepers. Well, certainly end-to-end now, just because it is a dead rubber. No shortage of incident or excitement in this match. Abduramanov, it's a teasing one. Did very well to deal with that, Ablushi. Danger is not over. Gurbanov. Might fancy the shot here. He still might. He did. And straight into the midriff of Al Mizmari. But both Gurbanov down the right-hand side and Abduramanov down the left are clearly causing Al Ain problems. Must be offside, surely. Yeah, the flag's gone up against Rahimi. Thumped forward by Suyanov. Can see what was in his mind, because he's made so many runs, Gurbanov, down that right-hand side. That was the previous offside in the Al Ain attack. Not too much doubt about it. Oh, it's fallen here for Tagiyev, who couldn't hold on to it. And forced away from goal, Hoджамамедов, but at least he kept possession. Only for Ravshanov to run it out. He did really well to control that, Lulendo. In the end, rather muscled out of it. He was double-teamed. I'm sure he's pleased with the effort, Serdar Geldiev. His team have some defending to do here, though. That was unselfish, and the shot was a really poor one from Abbas. Unselfish from Rahimi, who could have gone himself, chose to set up his teammate. Abduramanov. Ravshanov. Hoджамамедов. It's not a bad ball. Referee had a look, said no penalty. Abduramanov ended up on the deck, but the official saw nothing wrong with the challenge. I think he was spot on. Shot from distance was charged down and then whacked away by Juma. I think he played the ball. Saeed Juma. We've got a player down here who actually went down off the pitch and then rolled back on it, and that's usually a sign he's absolutely fine. I don't think it's fooled Kim Jong-hyuk at all. Here it is. It's a push in the back. He goes down there and then decides he's going to roll back onto the pitch. So exactly an hour gone in Ashgabat, still Al Ain with this slender 2-1 lead. But Ahal certainly had the better of things in the second period so far. Two defenders coming across to make sure Abdurrahmanov couldn't make anything of that. This is Abdurrahmanov. It's a nice ball for Diniev. Appeals to the referee. Again, he just turns his back and waves play on as Al-Mesmari clears. Well, that was given away rather sloppily. Equally wasteful in possession, Al Ain. And now Rahimi again rolls back onto the pitch. The referee, I think, knows that that means there's nothing untoward. There is a potential penalty check. You saw the appeals from the Ahal players. Not sure this is going to be answered in the affirmative from an Ahal point of view, though. Check complete, no penalty. And we are going to have a change. A second substitution for Ahal, by the look of it. Esenov is coming on in place of Aniyev. So he's going to play up front, supporting Tagiev. Hasn't started any of Ahal's Champions League matches this season. He's been a perennial substitute, Esenov. Juma with the throw. Well, that's a nice little touch, and it might nearly broke for Abbas in a very threatening position. Ahal have stolen it. Hoджамамедов. Tagiev. Always a little buzz when he gets the ball, the number 10. That's to Gurbanov. Tagiev thought about the shot. He still might. Well, the goalkeeper had to go down, but it really wasn't the save that tested him unduly. Juma. The defender wasn't very sure-footed there. Geldiev got a little fortunate. That could easily have run through to Rahimi. First change coming for Al Ain. No surprise that Menendez coming off, the 19-year-old. Mansour Saeed is coming on. Mentioned he only had 7 on the bench. And then Crespo, it's a defender, but in the meantime they're going forward. Just no room for Atzili, crowded out by 3 defenders. That wasn't the best of clearances by Ravshanov. Whistle's gone though, be a free kick for Ahal. Mentioned previously, a great effort from the Ahal players. Maybe his final ball is something that Sardar Geldiev will concentrate on in terms of improvement the rest of the league campaign. But they're battling away well, and they've won it back again. That's a nice turn from Esenov. Just about his first touch. The man who just came off the bench. That's a dangerous delivery. Was aimed towards Abdurrahmanov, who was in there. And Al Ain at full stretch to get rid of that. Purposeful play again from the home team. Basimov's ball was easily picked off. Giving it straight back. Now that was a lovely little touch from Hoxha Mammadov. Now Diniev. Spectacular attempt from Tagiev. That would have brought the house down if that had gone in. Hardly made any contact in the end. So the 3/4 mark of the contest, and Ahal showing tremendous battling spirit here. 2-0 down, got back in it through Tagiev, and now threatening an equaliser. That was Tagiev's effort. Would have been brilliant. In the end, hardly grazed his boot. But they have a free kick, which the captain will take. That cultured left foot of his got the first flick. Knocked away by Atzili. 2 against 3 here if they can play it right, but control wasn't good enough from Soufiane Rahimi. I have to confess, I didn't see the incident that's led to this. Didn't seem too much in it, to be honest. Well, it's a talking to for Ravshanov from the referee. Honestly, not too sure what that's about. Either way, Xhaka looks like he's going to be okay. Well, now Geldiev has a problem. Well, they still have some hope that their side can get back into this. Possession still virtually dead level. 6 shots for Ahal, 3 of them on target, 7 for Al-Ain. 6 on target, though. That's a telling stat for the team from the UAE. Continue to test Rustam Aliyev, the goalkeeper for Ahal, every time they do go forward. But they haven't done much of that in the second half. Another dangerous cross, another man in white goes down, and again the referee says no penalty. Here's Hoja Mamedov. Get another chance here on his weaker left foot, and it showed. Well done by Rahimi. And also well defended Soyunov. He's given it away, the number 3. Atzili. Goal kick. Abduramanov. Ravsanov. Waiting on this near side is Abduramanov. Going a long way round, though. Did find a teammate in the end. Diniev! Terrific effort and a fine save from Al-Nazmari. Really good try from the 23-year-old. It was curling into the top corner until the goalkeeper's intervention. Took it early, that was the key. And a spectacular stop from the 34-year-old keeper. First corner, or second corner, I should say, of the second half. Oh, here's a chance. Was hit by Basimov. Didn't really connect as he would have wanted. And no more than a routine stop for Al-Nazmari. Fell to him invitingly enough. Wasn't a clean contact. Comfortable save. Tagiev. It's clearly being pulled by Xhaka. Still got the pass away, though. Diniev's peeling away towards the far post. It didn't have enough power to get to him. Geldiev. Diniev. Nice football again from Ahal. Can they find a finishing touch, though? Abdurrahmanov's cross. Another change coming. Mamiev is on. And Diniev, the man who just had that shot saved, is the player to make way. So I would imagine Mamiev will slot in on the left-hand side of midfield, where Diniev was playing. Looks like that's where he's going to be, number 77. Ball in for Esenov, who did manage to squeeze a cross in. Hardly been in Ahal's half, Alain, in the second period. Well, that's a bizarre clearance. Very, very cheap corner conceded by Xhaka. Looks a little tired as well, you'd say. So maybe more work here for El Mesmari. He's made one excellent save. Corner was met by Xhaka. Go very far, it was more up than out, and the overhead, no problem at all for the keeper. Oh, that's very cleverly done by Juma. Ravshanov. That's not a bad ball. There's no angle here, though, for Esenov. Had to hold it up. Needs support. He's got it from Mamiev. Aiming for the byline and winning himself a corner. Several poised to run in here if they can get the delivery right. They can't. It's a poor ball. Might get another chance though with Tagiev. Mamiev. And the shot hit with venom, with real venom by Hoджамамедов. It was moving in the air as well. And El Mesmari had to watch it very carefully and make the save. Certainly got the power here, Hoджамамедов. Definitely some movement on that. Keeper did well. Just veering away from him right at the end, wasn't it? So the pressure stays on. But only momentarily. The defender should reach this first. Nicely done by Abdurrahmanov. That Zilli goes down and he will get the free kick. No card though. It's been the one booking so far. Lulendo, who's been substituted, was booked early. Maybe referee Kim Jong-hyuk made something of a statement with that decision. Well, taken quickly. Referees let it go, which is good to see. That's Zilli. Rahimi. Has he got enough space? Well, he's got enough to win a corner. So into the last 10 minutes we go. Goalkeeper stayed at home. Probably a good decision. Second chance then. Oh, that's knocked him out nearly, I think. He's okay. Talk to players who performed in the 40s and 50s. They'll tell you the old leather balls they used to have that would pick up all the mud and everything and hit you like that would really sting. These days, nowhere near as bad. It was at Zilli's cross, or attempted cross. Smack on the forehead. Might just have to do a concussion check here, you know. So we're going to have a change here for the visiting side. That's Eddie's coming off. And it's going to be Sultan Al-Shamsi coming on. Industrious midfield player. And Khalid as well. Another midfielder. I think Abdurrahmanov's recovered. Took his time going off, didn't he, Mohamed Abbas? Sure that'll be added on. There's the confirmation of those two changes. Got the flick header, then fired way over the top from pretty close range. Very presentable chance that for Sultan. That would have been a substitution of pure genius by Hernan Crespo. He's only been on the pitch for about 30 seconds. He's had a real wild swing at it, didn't he? Back from Soyanov. Well, I think we're going to see a spate of Al Ain players going down. There was nothing in that, I don't think, really. A little bit of a tangle of legs, but a blue sheet requiring treatment. Well, time's starting to run out for Ahal if they want to try and get back into this match. 6 minutes of normal time to go. No doubt 7 or 8 minutes added on after that, but their second half performance has merited an equaliser. Maybe now, but it's too near the keeper. Basimov. That's a great trick. I don't know if he meant it, Hoxha Mammadov, but it's only a goal kick in the end. I think he'd have been a genius if he actually intended that. Look at this. You have to teach Cristiano Ronaldo that trick. Got a touch on that, Sultan. Whistle's gone though. Going to be a free kick for the foul on Abdurrahmanov. Already taken. Can't afford to stand on ceremony now, Ahal. Galdiev. Abdurrahmanov. Good covering from Oton. He's looked pretty assured for the most part, defensively. That's a nice ball. Chance for Mamiev to have a run here at the defender. Referee had a good look, said there was no foul. I don't think he's really hurt either. And now there might be a break on. They just don't have many players forward. Alain clearly very happy to have what they hold in terms of the 3 points here. Goalkeeper made a bit of a meal of that. Look, he might have caught it, but in the end he's clawed it away for a throw. Rustam Aliyev. Looked like it should have been a routine catch, truth to tell. Goshanov is on, number 66, in place of Abdurrahmanov. So inside the last 2 minutes of the 90, there will be plenty to add, as I mentioned. Back by Palacios. Well, they've got a lot of players committed upfield here, Alain. If the ball could have gone early, then Ahal might have been in business, but they decided to play a shorter route. Nice bit of skill from Goshanov. Was that a push? It was not. Just having words with Serdar Galdiev. Seen something he doesn't like, the referee, and he's booking one of the bench. So we've played the 90. How much additional time? 7, my guess. 6 minutes. That's a minimum, remember. we've got two footballs on the pitch. Possession has been very even, pretty much from the outset in this game. Here's Bazimov. Whacked away by Oton. All about game management now, from an Al Ain point of view. Nicely controlled by Barman. All a bit of a melee over there, and in the end it's going to be a free kick for Al Ain, and they won't be in a particular hurry to take it. You can be absolutely certain of that. Miscue has gifted possession back to the home team, but they need to get the ball forward quickly. Ball was out, disappointingly. So Rahami's coming off. And he's going to be replaced by Al-Barbi. Probably slot into a holding position in midfield. Seems a long time ago that Rahimi opened the scoring with that early penalty. Rather set the tone. And when they were 2 up after half an hour, feel as though it's going to be a match that would end with Ahal still in with a shout of getting something, albeit only 3 minutes of injury time to go here in Ashgabat. Useful ball in. That should be a free kick for the home team. It is. Can they fashion one more chance in the couple of minutes that remain? Beldiev, and again back to Tagayev, the Ahal goal scorer. Playmaker, captain, everything goes through him, and he's gone down. He's not going to get anything. Will be a throw though, not a free kick, but it is a throw to Ahal. Another one. Well, they're going to have a late corner in the last minute of time added on. What a story if they could score here and somehow salvage a point. Taguiev is going to take. Goalkeeper hasn't come up. Punched clear by Al Mesmari. And then hammered back, and it clips the top of the bar from Mamiev. What a drive that was. He caught that absolutely flush. Al Mesmari was flying away to his left-hand side, and it clipped the crossbar and disappeared over the top of it. What a dramatic end to the match that would have been. Bang. Was moving as well. Yeah, it was. Away from the goalkeeper. That was a fabulous attempt. We have played the 6 minutes. We did have a substitution within it, however. But that is all she wrote. Ahal's campaign ends with another defeat. They will finish bottom of the group. Al Ain will finish top with another victory. 2 penalties in the first half hour. Rahimi first of all, and then Atzili gave them a 2-0 lead. But then Taguiev pulled one back after a poor piece of defending. And in the end, at times, they were hanging on. However, Al Ain march on to the last 16 as group winners, and fully deserved at that. Final score from the Ashgabat Multisport Stadium. It's finished Ahal 1, Al Ain 2.